Grand Rising, everyone. This is the Eminence Finance Community here, back again with another Football Sunday NFL Best Bets picks for today's matchups. And last week, I didn't do so hot. I was 2-3. I don't like to have losing records. I'm all about perfection. I didn't have a great week last week. I mean, honestly, I was kind of expecting that because I didn't like the slate of games last week. A lot of, iffy games, but, I got guts. I still had to pick them. You know what I'm saying? It's 5 games a week. That's how I do. No matter the matchup, I'm going to try to give you the best 5 games that I can come up with. But I'm looking to rebound this week, man. I like the matchups this week much better than I did last week, so I'm expecting to do a hell of a lot better last week. A hell of a lot better than I did last week, and so on. So let's get down to it. The season I'm 29-23. Still good. But we strive to be better than that. But anyway, yeah, like I said, let's get down to the picks. The first pick that you see on the board is the New York Jets versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost said Los Angeles, but yeah, Las Vegas Raiders. NY Jets versus Las Vegas Raiders. This game, I'm not picking the ATS on. I'm not picking a winner, although I think the Raiders are going to win the game. And if you ask me who's going to cover the spread, I actually think it's the New York Jets because I think in this game they have a lot of favorable matchups. The Raiders play an old school style of defense that's geared towards stopping the run. And I feel like the Jets, if Adam Gase could take his head out of his ass and call a good game, he has pretty good receivers that can actually take advantage of a mediocre to bad. I almost said Oakland again. Las Vegas Raiders take advantage of a very bad Las Vegas Raiders secondary and defense all overall. Their defense is just not very good. They're not even that good of a team, to be honest. I know the Jets are 0-11 and they stink, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? That I'm picking against them if I had to choose, gun to my head. But I think there's a lot of favorable matchups. I think the Jets wide receivers can beat the cornerbacks of the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are even good at stopping the run, even though they geared their defense towards stopping the run. I mean, all right, you know what? They're okay at stopping the run. They're not elite, but, they're not the best. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Jets have the wide receiver matchup in this game that can go in their favor. I think the Jets rushing attack is mediocre, with a 37-year-old running back with Frank Gore. But if you look at Jet games this year, I mean, they run the ball very well on first down. It's just, the play calling at times is just very stupid by Adam Gase, that they don't even have any more, and they don't have more success running the ball and definitely passing the ball because they have the receivers to get down the field with Bashard Perriman and Denzel Mims and Jamison Crowder. Even this dude Braxton Berrios is pretty good. But the play calling is terrible, man. Adam Gase always calls plays behind the sticks. But hopefully in this game he gets his head out of his rear end and calls a decent game because I see a lot of favorable matchups on the Jets side. And I would not even be surprised if the Jets win this game, but I'm not picking them because they are the Jets. You know what I'm saying? They're 0-11. They haven't won a game yet this year. They've choked away games that they actually should have won and could have won this year because of the head coach being so bad with the play calling. But I really feel like this game, Sam Darnold, even though he's been miserable this year, he's gonna have his best game of the season. You know what I'm saying? I remember last season the Jets beat the Raiders 34-3 in the same stadium. A year later, these two teams are at it again, and I expect this to be a very competitive game, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you had to choose, if you ask me who you think is going to cover the spread, I think the Jets, because I think they're going to be close in this game because of the matchups. I really feel like they have good matchups in this football game. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that matchup. Let me move on to the next matchup. The next matchup you see here is the Tennessee Titans against the Cleveland Browns. Now, this is a pair of 8-3 teams. Both teams love to run the ball, and I know the Browns have a pretty decent pass rush. However, I like the Titans' offensive line, and honestly, the Titans are a better football team. To be honest with you, they're a more dominant football team, especially when Derrick Henry gets going, which I think he will. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to explode, but I think he's going to be very effective in this game against the Browns. And I think the Titans are going to cover the spread. They're going to cover that -5. It should be fairly competitive throughout the game, but I feel like the Titans are just a better football team. You know what I'm saying? They're significantly a better football team than the 8-3 Browns. I know they got the same record, but Tennessee's is just a better football team, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be relatively low scoring, not too low scoring. I expect a lot of running. I expect a lot of running plays to be called in this game. I don't think either team's going to be airing it out. So I'm expecting like a 24-20 kind of game. I think the over under for this game is 47. I'll probably say the game will go under the total if you're one of those guys that like to choose the total, because both teams are all about rushing the ball, you know, possessing the ball, like, you know, extending drives, not going for the big home run kind of plays unless Derrick Henry goes off for them one of them big runs. That's usually their big play that they get on their offense. And the Browns are without Odell Beckham, so they're not really making that much splash plays in the offense. So I'm expecting this game to be between a high scoring and a low scoring game. Not too high scoring and not too low scoring. So like I said, I got the Titans. Did I just say 24-20? That means the Titans wouldn't cover the spread. I'm bugging. I got them covering. So I'm going to say it's going to be 24-17 Titans. I think they're going to win the game by 7 points by a touchdown. And I'm done with that game. After this, you see the Atlanta Falcons versus the Saints. Now, the first matchup was at New Orleans. Now they're at Atlanta. New Orleans won the first game 24-9. You know what I'm saying? They had an outstanding defensive performance against Matt Ryan and company, but I think they're going to bounce back, the Atlanta Falcons, and they're going to put up some more points in this game. I don't know if they're going to win, but I think it's going to be a very, very close game. These two teams tend to play very close games against each other every year that they play. Occasionally, a team gets blown out in this matchup, but usually it's very close games. I'm looking for that to be the case in this matchup. I won't even be surprised if the Atlanta Falcons win because they've been playing better as of late. But I'm not going to pick them to win. I'm just going to pick them to cover the spread. And that's all I have to say about that game. Fairly competitive game. Drew Brees is still not starting. He's still out with his injury. Atlanta's peaking at the right time in this matchup. And I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a very good game. So yeah, on the bottom, as you see, I have the Saints money line and Falcons covering the ATS. And the last game on this list, I hate to do this. Actually, no, I'm bugging. I actually skipped the game. I forgot about the New England Patriots versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I forgot. My bad. I apologize. This game here, you know, Bill Belichick, he's very good at when it comes to rookie quarterbacks. This man is a mastermind in regards to confusing rookie quarterbacks, making life miserable for rookie quarterbacks. And I expect that in this game against not Joe Burrow. I'm about to say Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm expecting that against, what's this guy's? Oh, yeah, Herbert, right? Justin Herbert, yeah. I'm expecting that against this guy, Herbert. I think Bill Belichick is going to confuse him enough in this matchup. And I think the Patriots are actually going to upset. Well, it's not an upset because the Patriots are the better team. They have the better record and all of that. So I'm expecting the Patriots to win the game outright. The Patriots are underdogs in this game. I don't know why, but, you know, I expect them to win. I don't like the Patriots roster, but Bill Belichick is a hell of a football coach, and he's going to scheme up some plays to rattle the rookie a little bit, you know, get him uncomfortable and make him make a couple of mistakes in this game. I believe he has a track record against rookie quarterbacks. I think he only lost like once or twice all time against rookies or something like that. Some crazy stat. I got to look it up again. But Belichick against rookie quarterbacks or young quarterbacks in general, he has a very, very outstanding record against those teams. And I'm looking for that to continue. The Chargers are already not a good team. They're not a well-coached team either. And you're going up against the Patriots, who's still a well-coached team, although they're not a good team this year. They're still very well-coached. And I'm looking for them to just win the game. Money line on the Patriots, and I'm looking for the game to go over because Although I think they're going to confuse Justin Herbert, I think at the same time, the Chargers defense is not that great. So I'm assuming some points to be scored by the Patriots, by Cam Newton and company. And I'm also assuming Justin Herbert, although like I said, he's going to get confused in this game. I still think he's going to throw at least like 2 touchdowns in this game and get them in field goal range, kick a couple field goals, maybe have a rushing touchdown by one of the running backs. And, the game at least goes to 48, 49 points. It's going to be right at the over. You know what I'm saying? Right near that number. But if you ask me to choose, I'm gonna choose the over because I'm expecting some points to be scored by both teams. But I expect the Patriots to score a little bit more points than the Chargers, and I'm expecting them to cover the spread and win the game. Okay, I skipped that game, right? So let me go back to the last game, which is the Seattle Seahawks versus the New York Giants. Now, I hate to do this as a New Yorker, pick against the Giants, but I'm sorry, man. I got to pick against the Giants here because I just don't see how the Giants' offense is going to keep up with Seattle. I really don't. The Giants have been playing pretty good defense this season. I'll give them that. They've been in a lot of games this year, despite their 4-7 record. But now they're getting a step up in weight class. Now you're playing amongst the best offenses in the NFL. You're playing against Russell Wilson. You're playing against DK Metcalf. You're playing against the Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll. You know what I'm saying? This is a step up from the recent wins. The recent opponents the Giants had wins against. It's a major step up in class and stuff like that. And whether the Giants had Daniel Jones or not, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference in this game. I just think the Giants do not have enough offense to keep up with Seattle. The defense might, be competitive in this game, but it's Seattle's offense, especially at Seattle. It's going to be too much for the Giants to overcome. I'm expecting this to be a double-digit loss by the New York Giants. I'm assuming the score is going to be 27-14 or something like that. Giants get beat pretty well against the Seattle Seahawks. They're a much better football team than the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, that's all I have to say about that. Hopefully you guys make the right excuse me. Hopefully you guys make wise decisions as you bet, Understand that, although these are very high probability bets, no bet is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do your due diligence as you're betting to, hedge your games at times with live bets. You can always hit me up via email. I'll leave my email in the description if you want to learn some live betting strategies. A fee I may charge a fee for that, but it's worth it because I give some very good live betting strategies, and I'll give you a lot of good strategies, not for just football, but any other sport that's coming up. NBA is about to start, so I'm very good at live betting with NBA. So you want to have me as a personal consultant in regards to live betting strategies and whatnot, and you want to work with me with that, you can come holler at me with my you can come holler at me at my email, and we can get to business and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there may be a fee. I may ask for a fee in regards to live betting strategies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A small fee, not a big fee, just a small little fee. Because, I'm not that kind of guy that's going to be charging aggressively. I'm only asking you guys to pay me if you win the games in general. You know what I'm saying? But with the live betting, it's a small fee that comes with that. Because, it's a lot of work with me analyzing the game and shit like that. And trying to get the best options to live bet on and whatnot. It's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I have to say about that. Once again, you can holler at my email if you want some live betting tips, strategies, and picks. And, all I have to say now is just I hope you guys win some money, make the wise decisions, and be safe.